Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to study about human excretory system. So here in this video, firstly we have to mainly focus upon what are the parts of a human excretion. So here in this picture, we can see that there are the two beans shaped like structure. These are called the pair of kidneys. These are the pair of kidneys. These two kidneys are connected with the two pipes. As we can see, this are called the ureters. These ureters fall down as a ball-like sac opening. A huge opening we can see is called the urinary bladder, or in simple language we can say it as a bladder. There is a small narrow opening at the last of the human excretory system, that what we call as a urethra. Now, every human body organ having a protective layer. Likewise, kidney also having a protective layer. For example, this is our kidney. So it has some protective layer as I am showing with green color here, means a protective layer completely covers the pair of kidneys, and that the name of that protective layer is called as pleura. Okay, we can say that human body having one kidney, a person can function same as a normal human being, but actually a process going down, that is called the kidney dialysis, we can say. Okay, now up to that we can read the theory part. The excretory system of a human being includes a pair of kidney, as I said. These are the pair of the kidneys. A pair of ureters, that are ureters, pipe-like structure. Kidneys are located at the abdomen. That means abdomen of a human body, kidneys are present. One on the either side of the abdomen, on the other side of backbone. That means our kidneys are located on the two positions, like one kidney will be lifted little upward towards the other. Okay. Urine produced in the kidney passes through the ureters, means these are the two ureters in the urinary bladder, and it is stored. In the urinary bladder, what is the function of a urinary bladder, if we can ask, is that it will store the urine from the ureters that are being pure filtered by our kidney. Okay, then released through the urethra. That means this is the complete function of a human excretory system. Now, moving next. Our excretory system consists of a blood vessels that joins them, ureters, urinary bladder, urethra, that keep to produce and excrete the urine from a human body. Okay. Question may come in the examination is that what are the parts of a human excretory system? So we have to mention that two bean shaped like kidney cavity, one either on the vertebral columns, and the kidneys are the reddish brown in color. Each of them is a 10 centimeter long, and they are the weight 150 gram, although they receive a lot of blood for the filtration. What is the second function of a human kidney? First one is filtration. It is not only the filtration of a water from a body, but it is work as a filtration from blood also. Okay, now a volume of a blood nearly equivalent to the whole body passes through the kidney every 4 to 5 minutes. The kidney produces urine from the filter out the waste products like urea and the uric acid from a human body. What actually happens, like, first thing which we have to keep in mind is that what is the smallest unit of a human kidney? which performs the function of filtration. Okay, so what is that? That unit is called as nephrons. Nephrons are the smallest structural unit of a human excretory system which functions the function of filtration. Okay, now how does our kidney look like? We have studied that kidney filtration karti hai, but what is the structure of a human kidney? That matters. Now, this is the kidney structure, as it is showing that there are the nephrons also. As you see, these are the small parts. These are mentioned in the red and blue white. These are called the nephrons. Okay. This sac-like structure that is empty is called the medulla. And these medullas are connected with the renal column. What are the renal columns? There are the two types of arteries, that is renal artery and the renal vein. Renal vein are located by the blue color and the renal artery is located by a red color. Same as the renal column, and these kidneys are connected with the strong tube that is called the ureters, that are two in pairs. These are two in pairs. Now, we have studied that these nephrons are present in the millions of amount. There is no only single nephron that is present in a human kidney, but there are millions of nephrons are present. That is why they are called as the smallest structure unit of a human kidney. Okay. Now we will move on to the theory part. Each kidney is closed in a thin fibrous covering called as a capsule. A renal artery brings the bloods into the kidney along with the nitrogenous waste materials after the filtration of a kidney. The purified blood leaves the kidney through the renal vein. A cluster of a thin-walled blood capillaries remains associated with a cup shaped like a nephron tubule, and these capillaries brings the blood from the body to the nephron for the filtration. Okay, moving next. Now, we have studied that nephrons are the smallest unit of a filtration. Okay, what is the structure of a nephron that we have to study in the higher studies also. Okay, now this is the main function, how the filtration occurs by the kidney. This is the strong learning which we have to take it from here. Now, we will move on to the structure of a nephron. What is this complex structure is showing here? Let's discuss it. As we say that we have started from the left side. Left side, that means this opening is called the afferent arteriole. This afferent arteriole is connected with the sac-like a structure that is called as a glomerulus, that is capillary network. This means there are the many small capillaries. That means network. There are hundred of capillaries are there in each nephron. These capillaries are being connected with the three parts. Actually, what happens that a nephron is divided into three parts. That is proximal tubule, that is PCT, DCT, and a collecting duct. Okay. Now, these are glomerulus are connected with the PCT, that is called the proximal convoluted tube. Then these proximatic convoluted tube is collected with a strong helical shape like a structure that we call as a Henle's loop, and that Henle's loop portion is called as a DCT. What is the full form of DCT? Is a distal convoluted tubule, and these dilated convoluted tubule is being connected with a collecting duct, and that collecting duct will collect all the unwanted minerals from a body that is in the form of urine. Okay, now what happened? If when the unwanted waste, that is the nitrogenous waste or the uric acid vagera, will be converted from the capillary action, that is glomerulus capillus network will collect the unwanted nitrogenous waste, and these nitrogenous waste are being converted to the PCT, and that PCT will pass on to the Henle's loop. Now when these nitrogenous waste contains some sodium ions also, and that sodium ions that requires the body, and there will be the reabsorption will be take place from the Henle's loop. Then Henle's loops are moving towards the collecting duct, and that it is a purified urine, that we can say it's a filtered urine, and that urine will flow from the urine flow. Okay, this is the complete process of the filtration that we have covered in the human excretory system. Now we will move on to the theory part. A nephron consists of a long coiled tube at the Malpighian corpus. The tubule of a nephron is differentiated into the proximal tubule, Henle's loop, and the distal loops opens the collecting duct. As I have structured explained very briefly, at the proximal end of the nephron, the Malpighian corpus, which consists of a Bowman's capsule, is a double-walled cup-like structure that is called the Henle's or the glomerulus tubule. Okay. Now, what is the mechanism that I have explained? When the blood enters to the glomerulus through the efferent arteriole, the part of the body and some dissolved constituent of the blood of a low molecular weight like nitrogenous waste, glucose, and the mineral salts filters out through the capillary walls into the surrounding. Means same kind of reabsorption will be take from the Henle's loop, and this is the complete process. And this is the tubular reabsorption. Reabsorption कहाँ से होता है? Henle's loop से, as I have said. Okay, one more thing which we have to keep in mind while studying and covering this topic is that why the color of a urine is yellow. It is due to the mineral that is called as a chromatin. Chromatine. Chromatin present in a human urine which makes it yellow in a color. Okay, so these are the things which we have to keep in mind while studying the excretory system. And here I end this video. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you so much.